Hey there folks, Kevin Steinman here with Crypto Daily News, episode number 36. The date is September 4th, 2018. So looking at the markets today, we got Bitcoin is at about 7,380, we got Ethereum at 287, we got XRP at 33 cents, and we have EOS at $6.55, and Litecoin at $68. So besides XRP and Ethereum, all those cryptocurrencies are actually up today in the markets, even just slightly. Bitcoin is up by about 1.41%, and LTC Litecoin is up by 2.61%. So I'll go ahead and jump into some cool news that I found to share with you guys today. Number one, Shapeshift is actually introducing a membership program, and essentially what they plan to do with this program is request some additional data and information from their users. Previously, people could just utilize their accounts and basically go and trade without having to actually make an account or be required to have any type of information provided about them, period. Similar to local Bitcoin, this move is actually something that is being looked at by many people because local Bitcoins, when they made this move previously, they were harshly criticized because of the fact that many people did not want to share their personal identification information with the platform. Now, Shapeshift, on the other hand, is trying to make it more enticing to people if they actually roll out this and make it mandatory, which they intend to do. It's optional at first, but they intend to make it something where being part of this membership program will allow you to have different types of perks, and so therefore it'll incentivize people more to want to provide their information, even if it is only the basic information that most companies or exchanges or any type of ICO out there would request, which is KYC info. So pretty interesting update, looking to see what happens with that over time, but we'll go ahead and move on to the next bit of news here, which is coming all the way from China. So major Chinese firm is actually going to utilize blockchain tech in a new partnership. This is not the first of a type of deal that has actually gone through like this, by the way, but I'll cover those in just a second. The major insurance firm, the People's Insurance Company of China, PICC, will apply blockchain technology to its operations via a new partnership, according to a press release that was released a few days ago on the 1st. Now, the PICC has partnered with a blockchain platform called VeChain and a global quality assurance and risk management platform, DNVE-GL, to make their business more time and cost efficient, which of course are both benefits of utilizing the blockchain, so I can certainly see why they want to move in that direction. Additionally, the new partnership intends to improve fraud prevention, KYC, compliance, as well as the claims experience. So VeChain, for those of you who are not familiar with this company, is headquartered in Shanghai. They were actually right now the first blockchain company to be working in cooperation with the Chinese government. So this is pretty cool. As I had said, that this is not the first insurance play in the crypto or blockchain space. Previously in August, the American Association of Insurance Services, AAIS, introduced the first secure open blockchain platform for managing the collection of statistical data by insurance carriers, regulators, as well as other participating contributors. Before that, in April, there was another company called Marsh that announced a first commercial blockchain service for proof of insurance in order to switch their system from a complicated and manual process to a streamlined, transparent effort, which of course is another benefit of the blockchain. So pretty cool stuff that's happening there in China, but I also think it's interesting because, as most of us who are in the space know, China has this interesting stance where they seem to be continuing to move in the direction to support blockchain technology, but at the same time still not so certain about cryptocurrency itself. But with that being said, when you hear one of the news updates I have for you, I think you will find it quite interesting that their stance is even more peculiar than any other country in the world. So the third bit of news here is actually the Industrial and Commercial Bank of China is again looking to embrace blockchain technology. Buying News reported this a few days ago that chairman of the Industrial and Commercial Bank of China, ICBC, said that the bank will focus on blockchain technology development. Now, this bank was actually founded in 1984 and it's reportedly the largest bank in China with over 5,000 corporate businesses that utilize it and over 530 million individual customers as well. In 2017, the bank focused on the construction of intelligent banking and an accelerated deployment in the field of financial technology. So they're really moving more with a focus to start innovating in different areas of cloud computing, big data, diving deeper into crypto as it relates to blockchain, AI, and of course the Internet of Things. But this is exactly why I say it's very interesting to me that China has this mixed stance with their reservations towards cryptocurrency, but continued support towards blockchain. And I think when I talk about this last announcement here related to the central bank launching a test phase to trade finance blockchain on their platform, you're going to be really confused, hopefully not because of what I say, but because of what's going on about their stance in general. So before I get into that though, global crypto wallet Abra has actually just allowed users to go and directly use their bank accounts in European countries to make Bitcoin purchases directly from their bank accounts. Certainly this is a lot better than the state it is in the US, where if you have Bank of America or Chase and you're doing anything with crypto, they might as well just close your account. Who knows why? Even though Bank of America has the most patents in the blockchain space right now, even more than IBM, it's kind of surprising to see that they're still making people feel that cryptocurrency and blockchain is not something they have any interest in, and really reserving their statements on their stance in the crypto market, but at the same time they hold the most patents. So you can assess that information for yourself, but I'm just saying these banks and huge financial institutions are filing patents, funding companies, and doing all these things, but reserving their positions of what they actually think of where the market's headed. Chances are they're trying to get in the market before you so they can sell the currency right back to you and basically create the same system that exists now, but in the cryptocurrency markets. So if you're smart and you think that you don't want to have your money controlled by the bank and you'd rather just buy cryptocurrency outright as opposed to having the bank front run it for you, I would highly suggest looking into cryptocurrency sooner than later, doing your due diligence and everything else that is important to make sure that you make the right investments for yourself. I'm not a financial advisor, so having said that, anything you do and anything I say may result in you going broke and dying. But with that being said, I would again encourage you to do your due diligence and consider looking more into blockchain and crypto if all these major financial institutions are already doing so and making all these patents. So, number 5, Bittrex is set to delist Bitcoin Gold by mid-September on the 13th to be exact, or the 14th rather. This is following a $18 million hack of Bitcoin Gold that occurred in May. And essentially what had happened was, besides Bitcoin trying to have this hard fork and be this proof of work concept that is, again, like other types of Bitcoin forks, hackers were able to go and make double spend scenarios where at the same time they were able to deposit into exchanges as well as their wallets, and when they deposited into these exchanges, they would quickly and immediately go ahead and transfer from Bitcoin Gold to, say, Litecoin or Ethereum, and then deposit or withdraw the money into their wallet. So they basically doubled their money every time they did this. I can't imagine with $18 million worth of Bitcoin Gold how many different exchanges they utilized and then got away with this. It's pretty crazy to think about. Moreover, because of the fact that many people feel that blockchain is so safe, and hearing this type of news certainly allows you to empathize for governments and countries that are still very reluctant because of reasons exactly like this. So, number 6, South Korea, the Internet and Security Agency is set to double down their budget in the blockchain space in 2019. To date, they've spent about $3.8 million on blockchain-related projects. Over the next couple of years, they're looking to spend about $9 million. So pretty cool stuff coming from Korea. As always, they are a leader in the space in adopting blockchain and cryptocurrency fully. So I'm excited to see what they continue to do as it pertains to the Korea Internet and Security Agency and their sub-organization, the South Korean Ministry of Science, because I think that blockchain is going to play a huge part in our future, naturally, essentially replacing money. So it's going to be pretty cool to see what happens here. And besides that, you have the Chinese central bank launching its testing phase of to trade actual like fiat currency through a blockchain platform. And so what I mean by that is there is a sub-branch of the Central Bank of China, the Shenzhen Central Sub-Branch of the People's Bank of China. The Central Bank of the People's Republic of China has entered the trial phase of the so-called Bay Area Trade Finance blockchain platform, earlier than scheduled, by the way. And the platform is aiming to conduct trading and financing activities such as accounts receivable and trade financing. At the same time, the platform provides a regulatory system for trade finance to enable real-time monitoring of various financial activities. So, according to the Shanghai Securities News, the platform plans to create an open financial and trade ecosystem based on the Guangdong, Hong Kong, and Macau Bay Area. I thought it was the Silicon Valley, to be honest, but I can see how that is the Bay Area as well. The organizations involved in the platform include Bank of China, China Construction Bank, China Merchants Bank, Ping An Bank, Standard Chartered Bank, and BYD Co. Ltd. So again, I think this is very interesting because if you think about what I just said, China is fully backing different blockchain efforts and companies and projects, but they have been so reluctant to do the same for cryptocurrency itself. But with this announcement here, testing phase of trade finance blockchain platform, that to me sounds exactly like an exchange. So where this goes in the next month could very much impact where China goes overall and what their involvement is in the cryptocurrency space, because if they're actually going to have an exchange of their own, then that exchange is going to be compared with all the other exchanges in the world, and the amount of volume I expect to come onto that is a lot. So let's just jump into the last bit of news here. The Australian Securities Exchange has delayed plans to switch to blockchain by 6 months. This is reported earlier by the Sydney Morning Herald, and essentially, like I said, the ASX, Australian Securities Exchange, has announced that it will delay its transition to use blockchain for equity transactions by 6 months. So even though they are delaying, better late than never. I really support any country or government that is taking an interest to find out how blockchain and cryptocurrencies can benefit the people who live in their countries, and also people who are interested in building careers in those companies and in those countries as well. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. Kevin Simon here with Crypto Daily News.
Ridiculous, without even trying. How do they do it? This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember this.